Good morning. Welcome to the Nevada State Board of Cosmetology bi-quarterly meeting. The meeting will start with roll call. To my right.
Victoria Negretti, present.
Brian Baltazar, present.
Gwen Bramo, present. Up north.
Kai Stanton, present.
Rodney Moore, Inspector, present.
Staff.
Gary Landry, Executive Director, present.
Adam Higginbotham, Deputy Executive Director, present.
Andrew Helms, Chief Financial Officer.
Leah Easter, Compliance Coordinator.
Maggie Adams, Compliance Specialist.
Justin Taruk, Deputy Attorney General.
Thank you. Can we now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you. The mission statement for the Nevada Board of Cosmetology. The mission of the Nevada State Board of Cosmetology is to protect the public health, safety, and welfare of those that obtain cosmetology-related services through the delivery of quality testing, licensing, inspection, and education services that focus on consumer protection. At this time, do we have any comments from the general public? And those comments can be heard as long as they're not related to what's included on today's agenda. So is there anyone up north would like to make a comment? Is there anyone here in the south would like to make a public comment?
Do you have a public comment? Okay, please come forward.
Thank you. Good morning. You can have a seat and just state your name, please.
And then if you can, just push the button that says mic.
And comments are limited to like 3 minutes.
My name is Paula Sadler. I'm owner of A Harmony Nail Spa here in Las Vegas. And I requested a petition online in October, but I haven't heard back. So I brought my full letter and everything I sent to fax over to the state board here, and then also emailed, and then in the petition too, because I received it's related to a citation. So I'm not sure how to move forward. I've never had one in 17 years. So.
Okay.
Hi, this is Leah Easter, Compliance Coordinator.
Yeah.
So I'm sure your petition was received. If you want, shoot me an email and I'll verify that it was received. So for most of you probably know, this meeting today is the October 2019 meeting that had to be pushed several times. So if your petition was originally for January, you're probably April. Do you know what I mean? We kind of had to move everybody back. Mm-hmm. Whatever mailing address you gave us on your petition, we will send a hard copy letter when you are put on the agenda, guaranteed to show.
Okay.
I mean, at that point, you can bring whatever you'd like to have. If you want copies, I can get them for you too, whatever you need.
Okay, because this happened October 11th, so I'm not sure. So I just need to wait for.
You got it. Just wait it out. Yeah, unfortunately, we have quite a bit of items on our agenda. So, yeah.
I provided everything I have here already in email with all of my, proof that what happened didn't happen, but, know, to my side of the story.
So any backup you have that you included in your petition will also be available. They have what's called board pack, so they'll be able to see it and review it prior to the meeting. So if you want to reference anything when you do get called up, they'll be able to see that as well.
Is there anything I can do here today to stay, or do I need to wait to be put on the agenda?
This is Justin Taruk. You'd have to wait to be placed on the agenda, so that way the board can decide and deliberate on your matter.
And then where are formal complaints made about inspectors? where can that be voiced?
So I would oversee the inspectors, so any formal complaint you can send directly to me. My name is Leah Easter, and my email is just leah@nvcosmo.com.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you very
Yep,
much.
you're
Have a
very
good day.
welcome.
Thank you. We have a new board member just arrived.
Debbie Ritchie, Secretary Treasurer. Good morning.
Good morning. I just want to briefly read the etiquette script for the board and anybody that wants to speak. In order for this meeting to be broadcast with the best possible quality, please silence all cell phones and devices. To speak, press the mic button at your seat. The button will light up. When speaking, adjust the mic so that it is pointing directly at your mouth. Position yourself about 6 inches from the mic, and if you have a soft voice, get closer, and if your voice is loud, get farther away. Press the mic button again to mute the mic when you are, excuse me, let me reread that one. Press the mic button again to mute the mic when you're done speaking. Please use only one mic at a time. Participants on the teleconference, please mute your phones when you're not speaking. Thank you. Were there any more comments from the general public? No comments? Approval of the minutes from previous meetings. The board to review and approve the minutes from the August 26, 2019, the September 16th, 2019, and the September 30, 2019 meetings. Can I get an approval?
This is Kai Stanton. I would like to propose an approval for the minutes.
Hi, Kai, this is Justin. So you're asking to move to approve those 3 meetings, is that correct?
Yes.
Is there a second?
Debbie Ritchie, I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The first petitioner to appear, I don't want to mispronounce the name, is it Mai Nagtan? Can you come forward, please? You can restate your name if I... Okay, your license number is A-43230.
Good morning. My name is Mai Tan. I'm here to want to renew my license, my esthetician license. So I'm trying to contact to the owner of the school, and I cannot get anything, like hear anything from him. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Need to do to show. To bring all the documentary, prove that I'm been to school.
Okay, before we begin, can we have you to be sworn in, please?
I'm sorry.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I swore that everything I say is the truth. Thank you.
Okay, so can you repeat that? I apologize for that.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you
sorry.
repeat the reason why that you're here again?
Yes, the reason why I'm here, I would like to renew my license. So I went to the board and they denied. They want me to bring the, to be here to bring the proof or the hours or the documentary that I used to go to that school. And I get the phone call from the state board that I need to contact to the PPPE. And when I called them, they gave me the number of the owner of the school. and I'm trying to call him, and I still not get anything back from him. So I don't know what should I do.
Can we have staff, Adam, you would like to help us?
For the record, Adam Higginbotham, Deputy Executive Director. Ms. Tan is attempting to renew her Nevada esthetician license. Upon renewal, there was a data discrepancy found on her individual application that she had submitted from 2017. The applicant attended a school in California, and she attended the school from August 31, 2016 to December 31st, 2016. However, during that period of time that she was enrolled as a student in a school in California, on November 6, 2016, she was at the Nevada DMV, becoming a Nevada citizen by transferring her, by getting a Nevada license. So there was a data discrepancy identified, meaning the applicant can't be in two different geographical locations at one time. So we did not deny her renewal at any point. We asked for that preliminary information back so we could make a determination to the board. However, we were able to get that document from her at this time, and I don't know why she has been able to get the document from the school. But there are several individuals that we are encountering that, and we're encountering that between 12 to 18 schools in Southern California we're having similar issues with.
Any questions by any board members?
Yes, Debbie Ritchie. So when you say there's 18 schools in California, has there been more since the last meeting that is added onto that agenda of the people that are governing the schools not properly licensed?
There are a couple of schools that will be added at the April, that we're requesting to be added to that list at the April meeting. And they're not all from Southern California area. We have a school in Texas, or 2 or 3 schools in Texas that we're approaching, along with 2 or 3 schools in New York as well.
Justin Taruk, Deputy Attorney General. Just to make sure that we're not going to violate the open meeting law, let's hold off on discussing any of the additional schools until it's actually agendized.
That's fine. I was just curious if there's been more added since then.
So my question for you, you contact the school owner, and you're not able to get in contact with the school owner?
Okay, so I got the phone call from the state board that, like, I need to call the PPPE. That's just a website in California for the educations. So I called them, and all they told me that I need to contact to the owner of the school. They gave me the number, and his name is Matthew Cole. And I'm trying to call him, and I send him the text message, but I still not get anything from him. And the school is already been closed, and I don't know how I can get those documents, because when I get to a school, I just remember like I had the certificate from the school, and then I went to the California State Board to get the license, and that's it.
So you never kept a copy of like your timesheets, your career sheets?
I don't have that. I really don't have that.
You never kept a copy of it?
Yeah, because they don't give it to me. They didn't give it to me when I graduated from school. And I did not know that the school has been investigated, because the time I've been to school, went to school before that happened. So.
Debbie Ritchie, I'd like to make a motion. She has to ask if there's any more comments.
Are there any other comments?
Brian Baltazar, do you believe if you were given more time that you could possibly, do you understand why we're not able to move forward?
I completely understand.
Right.
But I just cannot reach him.
Right.
So I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right. Do you believe if you were given more time that you might be able to successfully get in contact with them? in order to, because being unable to verify your hours leaves us in a
Exactly,
position where we
so-
can't move forward and would have to deny your petition.
Yeah, I just, like, I don't have choice. Like, I don't know. Why is the solution?
Gwen Bramo, is there any way that you can contact that your California Board of Cosmetology, maybe to get an address to this school owner, and you can possibly maybe certify him some type of information? Because I think what the board is requesting is information from the school owner at this time. So do you think that you could maybe certify a letter to him?
I mean,
There's an address, because a text message.
I got it. Like, I called him several times. I showed him his text message. But at least, even like I called him and then they went straight to the voicemail. And the voicemail is full. So I'm sure that a lot of people like call him to ask the record times, Yeah. Because it's no way I can reach him. And I cannot hear anything from him.
So I have a question, Adam. Is there any type of, I'm just trying to figure out what's in place for situations like this.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult situation because the school closed down in less than stellar circumstances. They closed down as a result of the California, two agencies in California conducting investigations on the school. Whenever they caught wind of the investigation, they shut their door down. And I believe that this is one of the schools that were cited for shutting down without proper notice. They were even issued a violation for doing so. Unfortunately, she attended a school that has provided us with inaccurate records upon our request. The validity of those records and us being able to verify those records have been difficult because there's data discrepancies. The application tells us one thing while the school tells us another, and then we try to get clarification on that, and the documentation's always missing. This is not the only case that you are going to see before you similar to this situation, and it's just an unfortunate outcome of schools that have been caught doing things that they probably shouldn't have in another jurisdiction, and we're just experiencing the roll-off of those issues that were occurring in another jurisdiction.
Victoria Negretti, just so they have a solution, because like you said, there's going to be more cases of this happening. Can we say, hey, they need to go back to school for, because you're on nail tech, I was thinking, but a certain amount of hours go back and then they can get their license, or do they have to go back the full amount of time?
We would probably have to reach out with the AG's office to see how that could occur.
Debbie Ritchie, unfortunately, with the way the laws are written, they would have to attend full hours to achieve their license. So at this time, looking at the agenda moving forward, there's going to be plenty coming before us. And I think that if we show leniency to one, we'd have to do others, and it's clearly not in our law books to do so. So I want to make a motion to deny, unless...
I do understand, and I understand, but I wanted us to move forward, since there is going to be a lot coming before us, that maybe as with the Attorney General's office, we can kind of come to a solution eventually, because it's a hardship as well to go back to school for a whole nother 600 hours because the school opt to close their doors.
Yeah, another thing is like, I'm sorry, you say I went to the DMV on what time? I'm just like misunderstand that part. When the time happened?
While you were attending school in California,
Yes.
there was records to show that you were in Nevada.
So,
Which is what the data discrepancy is. So because there's a data discrepancy, you would need to be able to show that it's not an inaccurate record, because we need to be able to see how can you be in two different states and two different territories.
okay, so I have the thing to tell you that I have a family in California, so I've been back and forth and stay at my family, and because they know that I want to get the license, so they help me to have a place to stay. So I've been back and forth because the thing is the school open only 5 days a week. I try to go to school for 5 days a week and get back to Vegas to work on the weekend and, back and forth. So it's been that I cannot stay in California like the rest is 5 months because I have a bill to pay in Vegas. So I have my family in California can prove that I stay with them in those time I went to school. So if you need that, I can prove that to you.
Gwen Bramo, you worked here in Las Vegas?
I mean, because I have the nail technician license.
You had a Nevada license?
Yes, I have a Nevada license. I have a nail technician license. This is my second license. So to be paying my bill, I need to go back to work in here a couple of days to pay the bill here.
So I think it's just going to be important to be able to show that when you were at the Department of Motor Vehicle, you weren't clocked in
No,
school.
I don't know what she say about when the time I if the DMV. That's a question in 2016 because I didn't go to a DMV because 2017 I bought the new car. So that's the time I went to DMV to register my car. And my license expired on my birthday, which is 2019 or 18. I have my driver license with me. So that's the time I renew my license. There's no way, I don't know, he said that I've been to DMV on the time I attend to the school. So that is my question.
Well, I think unfortunately, we probably would have to refer you back to the board to see if we can possibly contact the school owner, because I think right now it sounds that the school owner's documents are going to be crucial.
Yeah.
So if we could, maybe get his address, if you could go back to the California board, get his address and maybe send something to him certified. Maybe he has more than one cell phone that he doesn't answer and he's not getting your text messages. So to try to send him something certified would be an option.
Debbie Ritchie, to put something in a structure moving forward, because this takes up not only the state, it costs money to operate what we're doing here with a lot of people that's come forward. I just want to say that when you go into the world and you rent space, you have to be very careful of who you're renting from because they can not pay their rent and shut the doors in a week, and then you're out money. The same thing when you're working with the school, you got to understand you can't control what the school is doing, but by research you can find out who is running a legitimate school. Moving forward, we're going to be having a lot more of this on our agendas moving forward, and everybody has another story, and I feel bad, but how do we as a committee move forward on all these different cases that are going to come before us when the schools are just simply fraudulent?
This is Kai Stanton.
Also for the...
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And additional information, the start date that she indicated on and the end date of her schooling that she indicated on the application does not match the records that were provided to the California board. Her start date on her application in Nevada was off by 7 months of her start date for her tuition, her aesthetics program, and the end date was off about 7 months as well. And there's another date that she was at the Nevada State Board office during that time frame she was in school, that she was renewing her nail tech license at our office as well. So there are actually multiple discrepancies within the application.
Debbie Ritchie, so that's my whole thing is I think we have accountable and capable staff to move forward to know what's coming before us. And, we're not here to fight anybody's battles, but we are here to enforce the cosmetology laws. Moving forward, I'd like to make a motion.
Justin Taruk, I believe, Member Rich, you've already made the motion to deny. Is that correct?
I did.
Brian Baltazar, I second that motion.
Can we repeat that motion?
Debbie Ritchie, Secretary Treasurer, deny motion A43230.
Can we resecond?
Brian Baltazar, I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to call a 10-minute break. Thank you. I'm calling the meeting back into order. It has come to our attention that this meeting has to be adjourned. At this time, the meeting has been canceled. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can individually come up and talk to our executive director, and he can answer any questions. I'm not able to answer any questions at this time.